Hey, what's going on, people? It's SGZ here from the SpartanGameZone, and in this video I have a new legendary weapon guide and gameplay for you. The weapon today is the Predatory Lending, and I'll be going over everything about what makes this weapon unique and whether you should put the time into farming for it. So let's dive in. Firstly, the Predatory Lending is another early game legendary, one of the earliest you have the chance to encounter. As with most legendaries, it can be dropped from any loot source, but it has an increased chance of being dropped by Lavender Crawley, or one of his family members, as you can see on screen now. If you're wondering where to find Lavender Crawley, they're located in the drought at this spot, to the left side of the initial fast travel station. Looking through the stats, and its unique trait becomes more and more obvious as you read. It is called the Predatory Lending and has the flavor text. Bullets are cheap, but not that cheap. Things that stand out here is the great magazine size at 60 and the fantastic fire rate, which is over 11, but you might actually want that to be a little lower and the damage a lot higher once you see what it is this weapon does. Moving through the weapon parts now, and we have a boost to weapon damage and shield capacity, thanks to it being Hyperion. Some decreases to accuracy and damage as well as reload time. Overall, not the greatest attachments here. Yours will most likely be different, but the positive here is that I did manage to get it in a fire element, which I believe makes the weapon quite a lot better. Now for some gameplay, and here's where you notice what it's talking about with the name being Predatory Lending and the flavor text. This gun doesn't use regular SMG ammo, but instead each bullet consumes $1, and when you're shooting at over 11 rounds a second, you're going to be poor really quickly. The gun itself may seem like a buffed version of a purple SMG that fires cash instead, but I think there is some potential here. I think getting it in an elemental type helps, but I do think there is potential beyond that. At the end game, you have less of a need for money, so this weapon's unique trait will feel like less of a drawback, and may even help you out in boss fights when all your other good weapons are out of ammo, but you still have millions of dollars to expend. Whether that is a likely scenario remains to be seen, but overall I think this weapon is pretty neat, and I see potential there underneath the surface. So that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, consider dropping a like or subscribing. Stick around if you want to see some gameplay without any commentary, and I'll catch you in the next one.
That the family may live. Take a look at the